So today we are going to make a cosplay sword out of craft foam. So what you will need is two 8.5 by 11 pieces of just regular foam, and we'll cut out a template of 3 pieces. So we'll have the sword point, the body of the sword, and the hilt of the sword, and you'll cut 2 of each of those, one on each piece of craft foam. So I have my pieces cut out here, and I'm going to take a hot glue gun and run some glue along the edge here of the top piece of the sword, just a bit of glue here, and then I'm going to connect that to the bottom part of my sword. I want just enough glue so that it sticks, and that looks pretty good. And I'm going to hold off for a moment on connecting it to the hilt, and you can use for this next part a paint stir or a dowel rod that's about 12 inches long, and I'm going to position it so that I have a little bit sticking out here at the bottom. If you can see, I want enough so that it sticks down into the pommel or the handle of my sword, but enough so that there's also a bit of support up here into the tip. So that right here looks good. I'm going to just run some glue down this whole part here, just so that I have it sticking pretty well on my sword. So I'll do that, and then I'll give it a good press down here, because I want it to stick very nicely. And that looks really good there. Now I'm going to glue the top of my sword to the bottom here. So I'm going to run glue along the outer edges here, and I'll just run a line here, and you want to do that pretty quickly so that the glue doesn't dry. And I'll run some over top of my stick there. Then you just press it on top just like that. So I have the top of my sword done, if you can see that. And then you just do the same thing for the bottom of your sword. And you can see I have that little bit sticking out there at the end for my pommel. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work on the handle, and I'll just use a regular toilet paper tube, and I'm going to kind of fit it on there and then squish it down like that, and then fold it over so that it kind of fits onto the tube here. So it looks like that right now. So I'm going to apply some glue to the stick here on the top and on the bottom, so that the toilet paper tube will stick onto there, and just press it until the glue adheres. So just a moment. And then I'm going to run some glue down this side. So I'm going to run it all the way over to the edge, just like that. And I'll press this all the way over. Again, give it a good press down. So now what I can do, since I want that to match the rest of my sword, is take some of my leftover paper from when I cut out my pieces, and I will kind of measure it out, and it looks like it's a pretty good fit. So So I will just see how it wraps around here, and it looks like I can get away with maybe about here. And I'll trim off the excess that I don't need. So once again, just put a bunch of glue on my toilet paper tube here on my pommel. And then I will put my craft foam and wrap it around just like that. And I can wrap it a little way extra to give it a bit of a nicer handle. So there I have my handle, and I'm ready to attach my pommel, which will go here, and get rid of that little bit extra that shows. So I'm going to kind of position it so it'll go here, and then it'll also fit on the other side. So I will first apply some glue here. Can position my pommel so that it's centered and that it adheres. I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing, so that I want to make sure this time that it's lined up. So I will put some glue here around the edge. Do it like that. You want to line it up just like that. Give it a press. You are done. You have a finished craft sword. Thank you for watching.